If I could have your attention, please. A beautiful afternoon here in Paradise. Not a bad view out that window. Wow. Great to be here at the Bird Key Yacht Club. I'm Ray Collins, as I said earlier, from Caldwell Bankers downtown Sarasota office. Welcome to the annual Realtor Association of Sarasota and Manatee Installation and Awards Luncheon. We look back and honor those who have served the association and our communities and look ahead at what's to come in 2022. This is the first in-person installation since 2019, and we are happy to be here. Last year, the association went from hosting in-person to virtual events and ultimately a hybrid of both. The word hybrid has become very common in our vernacular now, and it's not going away anytime soon. So to make today's event accessible to every one of our members, today's luncheon is also being streamlined to a virtual audience as well. So welcome to those watching virtually, and don't worry, we can't see you. We'd like to thank some special guests who are here in attendance right now. We're pleased to welcome several past presidents who are here today. You can turn your attention to the names on the screens to acknowledge the recent past presidents of the Realtor Association of Sarasota and Manatee. Now, if you are a past president of the Manatee Association of Realtors, the Sarasota Association of Realtors, or the Realtor Association of Sarasota and Manatee, please stand and remain standing if that describes you. It is through your leadership that our past presidents, that our association has grown to what it is today. So thank you for all you have done. When you arrived today, the names of our installation and annual corporate sponsors were scrolling on the screens on either side of me. We'd like to acknowledge and thank all of our annual Platinum corporate sponsors, as well as the sponsor for today's lunch. First, our corporate Platinum sponsors are Berlin Patton Ebling, Stock Development, and Len Direct Mortgage. And the Platinum sponsor of today's luncheon is Stellar MLS. So let's bring up Jennifer Thompson Kirstein.
I'm a little shorter than he is by several inches. We won't, the folks online probably that know me know that. So anyway, I just want to thank you all for joining us here today, and thank you for the opportunity to spend just a couple minutes on stage. And again, just thank you for your kindness, for your compassion, for your partnership here at RASM. Here at Stellar MLS, we appreciate everything that the leadership, the brokers and the agents do for us every day, for the partnerships that we have, for the leadership that we have on our board of directors, for the continued support that we get each and every day when we reach out to the brokers, when we reach out to you for feedback. We get honest feedback, and that is really important to us because without you, we're nothing. We really, we value the feedback that we have. We have mechanisms for that feedback. With me today, and I'm going to call them out on the table, so I'm going to ask them to stand as I call them out. Lori Nichols, your relationship manager here for this area, is here with us today. Lori is a great liaison for you. She's here to represent and is local. She lives here in Bradenton and is a great resource for you. Roger White, Roger, would you stand please? Roger is also local to the area. Also lives in Bradenton, and he's also here as a resource, and you'll see him in training classes. So we're here, we're local, we're humans. We're not just in Orlando. You're not just picking up the phone calling some inanimate object, some organization that you don't really know. We're here to support you guys, and we value you extremely. And so we're here for you. We love you guys. Happy holidays, and congratulations to the officers and directors of the Realtors Association of Sarasota and Manatee. Thank you.
Put the mic back up. Thank you, Jennifer, for that. Before we move on, we'd like to recognize and thank the staff of RASM. Would the staff please stand? You deserve some applause. Thank you for the hard work you have done. And now, please welcome the 2021 RASM Realtors Charitable Foundation President, David Clapp.
Thank you, Ray. I guess I'm as tall, so I'll leave it there. Good afternoon. It's great to be together. Today is a special day, not for just the installation, but today marks the one-year anniversary of our foundation. We officially launched it, a 501c3 nonprofit organization, and I'm very proud to see where we've come, and I'm very proud about where we're going in the days ahead with the RASM Realtors Charitable Foundation. We've prepared a short video for you to take a look at, so we're going to roll that now. Let's take a look at the video. Throughout all of my real estate career, I live by the theme that people are more important than things. And I think as a real estate broker, as a real estate agent, it's always been about helping people.
For a long time, the association had been involved in charitable endeavors and charitable giving in our community. We wanted to form the foundation so that we could have a greater impact on the community.
This charity takes us to the next level. This charity gives us the opportunity to make sure that it's about people and not things.
We've got the ability to support students through scholarship. We've got the ability to support our realtor members when there's natural disaster or realtors in need. And we've got the ability to partner in a very big way with several of the charities locally that are also passionate about housing and providing opportunities in respect to housing, and to work together with them to create a bigger impact than we could ever do by ourselves.
Since its founding, the RASM Scholarship Program has awarded more than $200,000 in scholarships to local students. Our scholarships not only help students in need, but also the parents who are members of the association.
Well, I'm a huge proponent of education, so I strongly believe in supporting the youth. I think it's great that RASM's involved with raising funds for the members to help contribute to their youth and young adults going into college. I think it's a wonderful way to give back.
It's so touching just to hear how hard students work and even how hard parents work to get their students through college.
So now with this RASM Charitable Foundation, we hopefully will raise more funds to give more scholarships. We've already increased that in the past year, and we look forward to raising more funds and growing that area of the foundation.
We want to be able to help with people and their home and their housing needs. The foundation will give us the opportunity to do that. There are many community organizations that need our support. They are housing-related communities, organizations, and we need to give back to them.
RASM has long partnered with local charities in Sarasota and Manatee counties. Over the years, we've made financial contributions raised from our various fundraisers to organizations like Habitat for Humanity, Sarasota and Manatee, Heroes Welcome Home, Harvest House, Everyday Blessings, Springboard Program.
This foundation gives us one central fund for these donations and the potential for even more giving in the future.
The goal of the foundation is to provide financial support for RASM members in crisis, such as a financial need resulting from the death of a realtor, medical emergency, or a natural disaster.
As I know that a lot of larger companies, real estate companies, have their own charitable foundation, but there are so many smaller brokerages and independent agents that now have the ability to receive funds should a natural disaster occur or something unfortunate happen health-wise to them. So I think it's important that everyone has the opportunity to receive funds in some sort of traumatic event.
So we feel it's important for us as an association to support this family that is growing in our community.
There are so many needs within our marketplace all the time. The foundation will never have or fail for opportunities of people that they can help or organizations they can help. But we need to raise the money. So what we're looking to do in the next couple of years is a dramatic fundraising in order to fund the foundation to be able to be in a position to help.
I mean, I get goosebumps thinking about what we can do together as a cohesive group as opposed to individuals out there trying to make a difference.
I think we have a responsibility. Obviously, we have a business that we've created that creates wealth for us and our families, and we have, the sky is the limit in creating that wealth. So I do think it's a natural tendency or a natural fit for us to want to give back and help others in our community.
So RASM Realtors Charitable Foundation is a 501c3 organization, meaning it's a not-for-profit charitable organization, and all donations are tax deductible. So it's a great way to diversify your annual giving.
You can donate online, you can use Amazon Smile. Buying a brick at one of our 2 locations is an option, in addition to several fundraising events that you're going to see throughout the course of the upcoming months and years for that matter.
And why not donate to something like this that is going to give back to your community? It just makes you feel good. It makes you feel warm in your heart to know that that contribution is going towards something that you believe in.
I believe in this foundation. I strongly support what it stands for and the impact and the efforts that it intends to make in the future. And I feel privileged and honored to be a part of it and to help grow it for generations to come.
Because when there's a need,
Realtors care.
Realtors care.
Realtors care.
Realtors care.
Makes me smile every time I see that. What a great job. Thank you for all of you that have participated. And to the staff, you've just done a fabulous job. You hit it out of the ballpark on that video. This year, there have been many meetings with many people, many fundraising events that have made this inaugural year what it is as such a success. Since the foundation is a 501c3, we have generated $83,600 for the foundation so far this year. Of that total, yes. But we're not done yet. Of that total, over $36,000 has been donated to local housing-related charities, and $20,000 was awarded in scholarships, and we're just getting started there. But we're still in need. We need to raise funds to be able to support the 3 main areas of concern. Again, they are scholarships, housing-related charities, and realtors in need. We don't know exactly when all of the realtors in need are going to surface. If we have a natural disaster, if we have a hurricane, we need to be prepared to help our own. Realtors need to be there to help our own. When you arrived at lunch, you probably noticed that on your table is a QR code. Our goal today is to close out the year with one more push to raise funds. If everyone here donated a minimum of $75, we would hit our goal of $90,000 for the year. But between everybody that's here and those of you that are watching online, I think we can do better than that. This group is not satisfied with just minimums. So I think we can do $100,000. I think we can push that goal and we could make 100,000 if everyone would take out their phone. If you're here in the live audience, if you take out your phone and look at the QR code on the table, if you take it, open your camera, and scan that code, it'll take you to the website. And there on the site is a place that you will be able to select a donation option. I'm hoping that we'll exceed that $90,000 goal. For those of you who are here virtually, check out the link in the comments section of Facebook, or there is a link on the web page that you are watching on. Either way, please go there and donate to this fabulous organization. Looking forward to great things ahead. We have a lot of things planned for the year ahead, and you're going to be hearing more and more about them and ways for you to get involved in the foundation.
Thank you, David. An amazing foundation. Great work. 83,000 and growing. Wonderful. Community involvement. So impressive. If you haven't already, you can go to the QR code on the website. You'll be taken to a donation form where you can select the amount you wish to donate. If you can't find the code, just type in myrasm.com/give. And by the way, keep those receipts. Yes, our favorite phrase. It's tax deductible. All right, time now for the presentation of the awards and outgoing remarks. Please welcome the 2021 RASM President, Alex Crum.
How are y'all doing? Every year, we recognize members with special awards in recognition of their service to the association and our community. We're honored to recognize 7 exceptional members as the 2021 award recipients. Let's take a look.
The Business Partner of the Year Award honors a business partner member for outstanding contributions to the Realtor Association, the real estate industry, and the community. Debbie Urban is the 2021 Business Partner of the Year. Debbie has been building long-lasting relationships in the real estate community since 2016 and has been active in the association's many events, networking opportunities, and committees. She recently served as the chair of the Business Partner Committee in 2020. Thank you, Debbie, for your service. The 2021 Humanitarian of the Year is presented to David Crawford, broker-owner of Catalyst Realty. David's philanthropic spirit started with his experience as an executive of a nonprofit. In 2018, David formed his own brokerage with a business model that gives back 15% of gross commissions to local nonprofits. Since its founding, his company has donated more than $100,000 back to the community. David's passion for leadership has also translated into serving our own industry. He served as vice chair for the Public Policy Committee in 2021 and will be installed as an incoming director for the RASM Board of Directors. Congratulations, David, and thank you for your service to our local communities. The Newcomer of the Year Award honors a member who joined as a realtor within the last 3 years. The award recognizes their contributions to the association, demonstration of ethics, and commitment to professional development. The 2021 Newcomer of the Year Award is presented to Brooke Malou with Florida Suncoast Real Estate. A second-generation realtor, Brooke jumped right into her real estate career in 2019 with guidance from her father. Her natural tendency to help others gave her the confidence she needed to succeed in this industry. Brooke is a 2021 graduate of the RASM Leadership Institute and will serve as the YPN Vice Chair in 2022, as well as the Secretary for the Sarasota Women's Council of Realtors in 2022. Thank you for your service, Brooke, and congratulations. The YPN Member of the Year Award honors a YPN member for outstanding service and contributions, living up to the goals and mission of the Young Professionals Network. This year's award goes to Nathan Buttram, Realtor with Next Home Excellence. Less than a year into his real estate career, Nathan dove right in with his involvement in YPN. In 2019, he took an active role in leadership and was an integral part in planning fundraising events for the YPN. Nathan served as vice chair of YPN in 2021 and will serve as chair in 2022, in addition to being installed as a new director on the RASM Board of Directors. Congratulations, Nate. The Distinguished Service Award was created to honor a member who deserves special recognition for their lifetime contributions to the association and to all Realtors. This year's award goes to Stafford Starcher with RE/MAX Alliance Group. Stafford has been a dedicated member of the association for the past 18 years, with a long history of service on various committees at the local and state level. In 2015, Stafford served as the first president of the newly merged association between Sarasota and Manatee and was instrumental in ensuring that the merger was a smooth transition. Stafford most recently served as district vice president for Florida Realtors in 2020. Congratulations to Stafford, and thank you for your continued service. The President's Award is a special honor bestowed by the President to a member who embodies the Realtor spirit and has contributed to and supported the President's goals. 2021 President Alex Crum has honored Mary Northrup with the 2021 President's Award for her service with the Leadership Institute. Mary's a Realtor with Premier Sotheby's International Realty and served as chair of the 2021 Leadership Institute Committee. Using her own experience and service on various committees in our industry, Mary helped lead the Leadership Institute class of 2021 to success. In 2022, Mary will continue her service as a director on RASM's Board of Directors. Thank you, Mary, and congratulations. The Realtor of the Year Award is the most prestigious award given by the association. It represents the Realtor who epitomizes the Realtor image, has a proven track record of dedication to the industry, and has given of themselves freely to further members in the community and the association at the local, state, and national level. Our 2021 Realtor of the Year is Amy Worth, Broker Associate with RE/MAX Platinum Realty. Over a career that spans more than 30 years, Amy has passionately worked to enhance the Realtor brand, advance the industry, and make a positive impact on her profession. She is especially committed to the advancement of women in leadership positions, reflected by her continued service to the Women's Council of Realtors, notably as the 2013 state president for WCR. Her extensive industry involvement includes serving as the 2019 president of the Realtor Association of Sarasota and Manatee, as well as numerous committees over the years. Her passion for real estate is evident in all she does, and we thank her for her service. Congratulations to Amy Worth, 2021 Realtor of the Year.
At this time, I'd like to please welcome to the stage Debbie Urban, our Business Partner of the Year, David Crawford, our Humanitarian of the Year, Brooke Malou, Newcomer of the Year, Nathan Buttram, our YPN Member of the Year, Stafford Starcher for his Distinguished Service Award, Mary Northrup for the 2021 President's Award, and Amy Worth, your 2022 Realtor of the Year. Guys, thank you so much for all that you've done for the association. At this time, one more round of applause. All right. And we're going to invite Amy Worth to talk with us for a minute.
You're taking your award and running? Whoa. There are some tall people here. I am both honored and humbled to be among the past recipients of this award. It means so much to me that the work that I'm so passionate about resonates with others. I would like to thank our officers, our board of directors, and our nominating committee for selecting me. It's been an honor to serve this association, the best association in the state of Florida. An association that places professionalism above all else. Thank you to our amazing staff, led by our CEO, Jeff Erikalian. This association staff comes together whenever there's a task to overcome. Whether we're building a new building or starting a charitable foundation, they get the job done. These people really care about our members and about our association. I would not be standing here today if it were not for all of the people in my life that have supported me and guided me throughout my life. Many of those people are here in the room today, and I'd like to recognize them. Stafford Starcher, Mike Bruno, Roger Piero, even though he gives me a hard time and takes me on this terrible train ride in Washington, D.C., David Clapp, there you are, and Linda Formella. Thank you for always being there for me. My colleagues at RE/MAX Platinum Realty, my broker Brian Gettner and his wife Sherry, thank you for always encouraging me to be the best that I can be. There's one more person I'd like to thank, and this poor guy came from Canada about 4 years ago just to come and buy his winter vacation home here, and I was his realtor. Well, he definitely got more than a villa in Venice. He got all this. My husband, Chris. He stood by me through this entire ordeal, right? Thank you. I will leave you with a final thought. I'm sure many of you have heard of the butterfly effect. It's the theory that a butterfly flapping its wings can be felt across the world. It's essentially the theory that little things have dramatic effect. In the spirit of this award, I challenge each of you to join me in doing the little things that can make a big difference for our communities, for our profession, and for our society. Thank you again for this award, and best wishes to Tony and the 2022 leadership team.
She's going to need a wagon for that. Well, congratulations, Amy, and also to all of our 2021 award recipients for your contributions to our industry in 2021. But before we move on, we do have one more very important recognition to give away today. Every year, the Realtor Association of Sarasota and Manatee works with over 100 Realtor and business partner volunteers to bring you the education, the services, the political activism that you have come to expect from us. And once in a while, we ask some of our volunteers to go beyond the ordinary and help us something that requires just a little bit more time and a little bit more energy and a little bit more effort than what we usually ask for. And that was certainly true for the members of our North Building Task Force. Over the past few years, this task force has worked to identify a location for our new Manatee County hub. They've worked with architects and engineers to design a world-class facility for our members, and ultimately, they've overseen the construction of our upcoming North office, coming very, very soon. I cannot underestimate the number of hours that these guys have spent making sure that we are doing something really special for you guys in downtown Bradenton. This took longer than anyone expected. It required more effort than anyone expected, and guys, truly and deeply, it is turning out better than anyone expected, and it is because of your tireless efforts. Years and years and years that this has been going by. And so to our members of the North Building Task Force, and I will ask you guys to stand as I call your name, please accept this special recognition as a small token of our enormous appreciation. Roger Piero, Craig Copeman, Tony Veldkamp, you're going to hear a little bit more from him later, and our task force chair, David Clapp. Thank you, guys. And thank you all for giving me the privilege to serve as your president this year. It has been a great year for our association, and you have proven to me over and over and over again that we can do really great things when we work together as servant leaders. And that's good, because we have a lot of work to do. Our association grew by over 1,300 new realtors and 107 new brokerages this year. Exactly. These members and their companies are going to look to us for education. They're going to look to us for planning, and they're going to look to us for support for years and years to come. And of course, we're ready, but the work is never ending. This year, that work involved over 110 classes, plus tons of events put on by our business partners, our Property Management Council, our Global Business Council, our Young Professionals Network, and our Commercial Real Estate Alliance. Quick shout out, by the way, to our YPN. We put that together my first year on the board. There are a lot of us here in the room who were kind of integral in getting that thing off, and we didn't know if that was ever going to grow legs, but now, today, it has over 500 members. More importantly, our YPN members are becoming really important leaders within our association. There are YPNers serving on committees, chairing committees, working on task forces, and even sitting on our executive committee, not to mention growing their presence with multiple YPNers sitting as directors for Florida Realtors. They're raising huge sums for charity, and they're leading some pretty kick-butt businesses. I am so proud that this group has grown to become one of the premier groups within our organization, and I am prouder that its leaders, of what its leaders are producing. You guys rock. Our RASM Realtors Charitable Foundation, to which many of you have donated already today, and by the way, it is still not too late. They are still sitting there for you. It kicked off in style, and it gave us the ability to do more for our community and our members than we have ever been able to do before. We gave away 20 scholarships in 2021. That's the most we've ever given. We've never been able to do that before. We seeded our RASM Member Assistance Fund so that when the unthinkable happens to one of our members, we're able to help quickly and in a real way. Our Leadership Institute, by the way, which that was like the most kick-butt thing of the whole year, gave us a roadmap to recreate financial strength for this organization, for the RCF, and we're certain that this fund is only going to get bigger and stronger as time goes on. And I have another way that you guys can help out with that as well, and this time it won't even cost you anything. Do me a favor, please, and also at home, pull out your cell phones right now. Open up your Amazon shopping app and send me something. Just kidding. I promise you won't actually have to spend anything, but I'm sure that some of you will. It is Amazon. Go ahead. And now that you're starting to get in, open up the settings and scroll through the menu until you find Amazon Smile. If you select the RASM Realtors Charitable Foundation right there as your preferred charity, Amazon is going to give us 5% of all your eligible purchases right back to the RRCF. It is automatic. It is a way that you can continue to give for years and years, and all I'm asking you to do is take 10 seconds right now, go find it in the Amazon app, and just click the RRCF. That's all it'll take. I think it's a great way to make a difference without even thinking about it. Here's the thing that I'm proudest of. For me, 2021 was not my year. It was really, truly, deeply our year. You guys worked hard for RASM. Our staff, as always, worked really, really hard for RASM. The market was tough. We're still working through COVID, and things have just been crazy. But you all gave us, all of you. Your service is what makes these things tick. Nothing works without you. Thanks for reaching further with the Realtor Association of Sarasota and Manatee. It is now time for our installation ceremony. Please welcome to the stage my good friend David Clapp, your 2022 installing officer.
Thank you, Alex, and I have to say, I couldn't be more proud of the job that you've done this year as our president. Thank you. Proud to serve with you for sure. Thank you. When Tony asked me if I would be the installing officer, I was very humbled at the opportunity. And Tony, thank you for this privilege of being the installing officer. It is my distinct pleasure to install the officers and directors of the Realtor Association of Sarasota and Manatee today. You stand on the threshold of a new and very exciting year for the Realtor Association of Sarasota and Manatee. You've been elected as officers and directors to help guide the organization to new levels. In the role that you are about to assume, you will help provide the voice for the real estate industry. With the prestige of the office also comes responsibility to represent the interest of the membership and the public. In providing leadership, you yourself are a servant. The vote of confidence in your ability and your dedication is also a vote of thanks and gratitude for your willingness to commit your time, and it is a time commitment, and energy for the betterment of our members. The secret of living is the art of giving, and so to you this year comes the privilege of giving and learning that lasting happiness comes through the investment of your time and your unselfish interest in the lives of others. So with those thoughts in mind, let me share with you the challenge that I would like to give to you for the next year and the years ahead as leaders. Some of what I learned at NAR in the leadership training, and I used in my years in leadership here at RASM. First of all, curate bold ideas and strategies throughout the year. Your strategic plan was the start of that, so you've already started it, but you need to continue it. Focus on Realtor members' success, which can't be defined as a cost, but rather as a value. Active listening to our members, to their needs, to their desires, is an absolute must. But also, it's listening to those that you serve with as well. Consider all perspectives and all points of view, and don't be hung up on yours alone. You must have passion for what you do. I love to hear Amy talk about the passion. For many of us, this is a passion that we have to serve other people in the leadership here at the association. Lead with your heart, but execute with your mind. Perfect is not necessary, authentic is. And lastly, humility. Understand it's not about you. This is just your year to carry the flag, so enjoy the journey. With that, I would like the directors to come up and line up in front of the stage when I call your name. First, Nathan Buttram, Jody Carlson, Pam Sharon, Brandy Coffey, David Crawford, Melinda Gray, Mike Holland, Ken Hutchinson, Anita Lambert, Mary Northrup, Derek Patty, Roger Pirro. And now I'd like the 2022 Executive Committee to line up on the stage as I call your names. Treasurer, Debbie Reynolds. Vice President, Tony Barrett. President-elect, Brian Tressiter. Immediate past President, Alex Crum. And your 2022 President, Tony Velkamp. I need to use this mic, but I need to get out of the middle so that you can see your officers who are being installed. So officers and directors, please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly and sincerely promise and swear that you will serve to the best of your ability and judgment in conformity with the organization's charters and bylaws, that you will observe and enforce the Realtors Code of Conduct, Code of Ethics, you will uphold and support the Florida and National Association of Realtors and endeavor to secure the observance and enforcement of the real estate laws of the state of Florida by yourself and others, that you will in your acts be governed by the principles of honesty, justice, and fair play, and in every manner promote and safeguard the best interests of our state, the high purpose of our organization, and the welfare of its membership? If so, please affirm by saying, I will. I will. You may lower your hands. By virtue of the authority conferred upon me as the installing officer, I do hereby proclaim you to be duly and officially installed and inaugurated as the 2022 officers and directors. We congratulate you and welcome your leadership in the year ahead. Thank you. You may be seated.
Tony, first of all, you guys don't understand that this has been the best president-elect a guy could ever ask for. There has been a lot that happened this year, and Tony has been a quiet but demanding driver going throughout the entire thing. You have been not just an active participant, but the ideas, the energy that you brought to it, it really, it shows through, I think, in so many of the things that we do as an association. And therefore, Tony, it is my honor to present you with the symbols of Realtor Association leadership. First, a pin to wear during your year in office, and also a gavel with which you can preside over meetings. Congratulations, sir. Thank you. Don't go anywhere. Hey, don't go anywhere. Back up here. Back up here. Back up here. I don't need it.
Thank you, Alex. As my first official duty as president on behalf of the entire membership of the Realtor Association of Sarasota and Manatee, I would like to thank you for your leadership, your incredible dedication to the organization, and the energy and commitment that you brought to the position. I very much enjoyed working with you. So I present you with this award of appreciation and a gift as thanks on behalf of the officers, directors, members, and staff of the Realtor Association of Manatee. Boy, you guys are in trouble now. You let a commercial guy become the president. Half the room over here is saying, wait, we let a commercial guy become president? The other half is saying, really? 8,000 members and Tony's the best we could come up with? But that's okay, low expectations. I like it, I can't disappoint you. In all seriousness, I'm truly honored, humbled, and very excited to be elected as your president for 2022. To have past leaders and members of RASM believe in me and encourage me to keep moving forward is a tremendous honor. So how did I get here? I can assure you that being president of RASM was never in my business plan. It was never anything I thought possible. If you would have asked me just a couple of years ago, I would have said, there's no way. I'd never get elected. I'm not anywhere near qualified enough. But what happened is very simple. Somebody asked, and I said yes. Somebody asked, and I said yes. The word yes has been a tremendous impact in my life, especially over the past 10 years. It's a very powerful word that has opened my life to incredible opportunities and blessings. It's a lot like what happened to this guy named Carl in this video. For those of you visual learners, let's take a look.
No. You're always making excuses. No means no. When's the last time you did anything fun? Hi.
Carl, long time no see. You must be running this place by now.
I could have. Didn't want to get tied down.
I climbed Mount Kilimanjaro. I've lived. I'm a yes man. Wow.
Yes.
No.
You say no to life, and therefore you're not living. Every time an opportunity presents itself, you will say yes.
I do want to take guitar lessons.
I am Fardush. Would you be the man for me?
I guess so. Yes, I would like to learn Korean.
청준하시는 어때요?
잘했어요.
What did he call me?
Oh.
Discover what happens
You have to say yes to everything. Yes.
Do you need a ride?
On that thing?
when every question
Can I borrow a couple bucks?
Are we gonna fight or what?
Would you like to throw loose to your bridal shower?
has the same answer.
Yeah. Sure. Why not? That'd be great. Yeah, I'd love that.
That is sweet, Carl.
Thanks for.
So just a little fun for you today. Obviously, things went wrong in the movie because you can't say yes to everything. But you see, Carl went from saying no to saying yes, and it opened his life to wonderful changes in his personal life and business career that he never dreamed of. It's been similar for me. Someone asked, and I said yes. Dan McElroy could not be here today. He's with Robbins Commercial. But he asked me 12 years or so ago if I'd consider serving on the Commercial Investment Division's Board of Directors here at the association. Of course, CID is now called CREA. I was attending meetings but not really getting involved when he asked, and being a yes man like Carl, I said, of course, no. I said no. See, the timing wasn't good for me. My kids had activities. I was in leadership positions at my church. But you know what? 2 years later, Dan invited me to lunch, and as my wife Debbie will tell you, I am always up for a free lunch. I think the kids today say down for it. I'm down for a free lunch. So I said yes to lunch. At that lunch, Dan asked me again, will you consider being on the board of directors of CREA? And this time I said yes. Brad Lindbergh asked me a couple of years later if I'd consider becoming an officer of CREA, and I said yes. Not realizing at the time that being a secretary, a very unintimidating title, would eventually lead to president, and quite a bit of work. Tony, would you consider being on Finance Committee? Yes. Would you consider being on Nominating Committee? Yes. Would you agree to be on the CEO Search Committee? That's right. Whether you love our CEO, Jeff Ericalian, or not, I'm partly to blame. Would you consider being on the RASM board? Yes. Then Dave Clapp asked me if I'd consider being an officer of RASM, and you just can't say no to Dave. So I said yes. Most, if not every time, I felt inadequate or unqualified to serve because I just kept agreeing to serve and working hard and learning at each turn. In my business career, one time I was sitting in my office when my phone rang. The person on the other end of the phone started asking me questions about 20 acres I had listed for sale on Lockwood Ridge Road. I thought, boy, this conversation's not going anywhere. How do I get rid of this guy? When he said, Tony, I want to come into your office and meet. I said, great, this will be a waste of my morning. But I didn't make excuses. I said, yes. When he walked into my office, he handed me his business card. It said, Director of Land Acquisitions, Pulte Home Corporation. My 20-acre call turned into a 900-acre sale of land that became the Harrison Ranch on US 301 in Ellington. In my personal life, when our youngest son was 16 or 17 and my wife Debbie and I were looking at being empty nesters, my wife asked if I'd consider adopting a 6-year-old boy from the local foster care system. He'd been there 2 years already with no hope of placement with his family. I said yes. Then 5 or 6 years later, she asked if a young teenage girl being taken from her mom and put in foster care could come live with us for 4 to 6 weeks. Well, they sorted out her family and where she could go. I said yes. However, she never moved out. 2 years later, we adopted her as well, and those children have blessed our lives immensely. So why am I telling you all this? 2 reasons. First, the future leaders of RASM are sitting in this room today, or they are watching online. The problem is they don't necessarily know who they are. They need to be encouraged and asked. You, past leaders and presidents, must continue to see talent in individuals and foster that and encourage them to participate. Because they may feel inadequate and not be willing to step out on their own, they need to be asked. Secondly, you future leaders out there, whether you know who you are or not, when someone asks, please consider stepping out of your comfort zone and saying yes. They say that you only grow and learn when you're uncomfortable. That's how you learn and adapt. So when you're asked, even if it's just in a form email from the association, consider saying yes. You'll grow tremendously. So I'm very excited to be here as your 2022 president. We have a great year in store for us, and rest assured you have great leadership with your new executive committee, board of directors, and our committee chairs and vice chairs, and of course, a tremendous RASM staff. We have a new and exciting strategic plan in place that I insisted looked 5 to 10 years out instead of only 1 to 2 years ahead. We have 4 pillars of that plan that include communicate, educate, advocate, and elevate, to reach further, which is our trademark. While the first 3 have always been in our strategic plan in some form or fashion, the last one I call Elevate is a new one that talks about adapting, innovating, and growing in our reach, and we're very excited about that. We have a new philosophy in our strategic plan when it comes to member engagement that is a top-down approach. We're going to be hiring a new broker success liaison to meet with brokers and managers in their offices to discuss what can specifically be done for their organizations to help bridge any gap they may have in their business, and as a result, get their agents more involved. We know that if the managers and brokers are engaged, their agents will be engaged as well. Then they will participate and get educated. We also have a new ambassador committee headed by our illustrious outgoing president, Alex Crum, to help facilitate with this top-down approach. We'll continue to utilize our state-of-the-art video production facility and the innovative Slack app for communication within the association to be the preeminent association in the state of Florida that is on the forefront of technology. We'll continue to push and help our RASM Charitable Foundation grow, prosper, and help those in need. Not only those outside our association and the community, but inside the association, our community. As an association, we're growing tremendously, not only in new members, but also in facilities. Our brand new, beautiful Manatee Avenue office will be opening in 2022, just in time for the 100th anniversary of the Manatee Association of Realtors. Look for the grand opening celebration of this new facility, perhaps sometime in April, and for many of our committees to utilize that facility in 2022. Look also for the RASM Centennial to be celebrated throughout the year. We're redesigning our website, creating a new member hub, and will continue to offer innovative and topical education opportunities to our members. Because education equals dollars. You can never afford to stop learning. Our Leadership Academy will continue to be a top-notch program with its mentorship program for newer agents and future leaders. And we're making a deliberate push to have key contacts with elected officials and be involved in the decision-making process with them, advocating for home ownership, property rights, and our profession will continue to be one of our top priorities. We will be involved locally as well as in Tallahassee and DC. Lastly, for our growth initiative, we're hiring a new event planner to help all of our committees execute their events as we'll continue to grow and have more events. And we'll be meeting with neighboring realtor associations to seek collaborative and look for synergies to work together. Both initiatives will help us streamline processes and provide options we've not had before. I've already met with several of our RASM committee chairs and vice chairs to discuss these initiatives, and they're excited about the year and are already off to a great start. So we have a very exciting year ahead. I look forward to meeting and talking with many of you as we work together to continue to make the Realtor Association of Sarasota and Manatee the progressive and forward-thinking association that it has grown to become and will continue to be in the future. Again, I would like to thank all of you who have been so supportive to me and so far in this endeavor. Thank you for the outgoing board members who are leaving us this year, especially David Clapp and Mike Bruno. There's Mike. Who are stepping down from the executive committee and who have been an invaluable resource to me. I thank my associates at SVN Commercial Advisory Group for supporting me, many of which are here today, and especially my business partner, Matt Fensky, who picks up the slack when we have RASM meetings. And there are just a few meetings. I especially thank my beautiful wife, Debbie, for her love and support and always being by my side. And thank you to our staff for supporting this event, especially Michelle and Gina, who did so much to organize. And thank you to today's MC, Ray Collins. So let's give everyone a big round of applause. Please don't forget the QR code donation if you haven't already. They're still on your tables there. And I hope you and your families have a very happy holiday season. And I look forward to a productive and prosperous 2022. Thank you, and thank you for coming.